You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Well, Black and White Sports fans, we're going to be talking about one of the most deranged people, not just in the sports media, but the media in general. And this guy actually used to be on ESPN. Now, when SportsCenter was great, it was Keith Olbermann and Dan Patrick. I remember back in the 1990s, man, early 1990s when I was in high school, I would actually watch SportsCenter. Keith Olbermann, Dan Patrick, they made it fun. But flash forward 30 years, man, Keith Olbermann has completely lost his mind. This is a man in his 60s that I don't believe anybody likes. I don't think the left likes him, and this guy is extremely deranged. I mean, this guy is completely off his rocker. It's so bad for him, guys, that he couldn't even keep a job at MSNBS. Yes, MSNBC let this guy go. I mean, he is probably the biggest loser out there. And this guy's, he's a complete loser. What else can I really say about that? I believe he actually lives alone. He doesn't have a life. He posts ridiculous stuff over there on X. That is Keith Olbermann in 2024. Really, really pathetic. He may have a podcast, something like that. I don't know about. I don't really care. This man is scum. Now, yesterday we found out that Sage Steele, who used to work for ESPN, actually came out and she talked about her 2021 interview with Beijing Biden. And she actually said, yeah, this whole thing was scripted. You know, it's like it was straight out of Hollywood. They told her, here's what you're going to talk about, word for word. Do not deviate 1 inch. Because we all know that Joe Biden, he really couldn't do this interview, man. It wasn't even live. It was an edited interview. And they were mainly talking about, I believe, sports and the Wuhan virus, that kind of thing. Because this was about a couple of months after Joe Biden got installed at the White House. And we know how his reign has actually been. It's been a unmitigated disaster. Well, Keith Olbermann now is attacking Sage Steele for what Sage Steele actually said about her interview with Joe Biden. She was being real. This thing was not really authentic. It was scripted by ESPN executives. And who is the parent company of ESPN? That'll be one, Walt Disney. Yeah, Walt Disney is a woke company just like ESPN is. So let's talk about Keith Olbermann going on the attack of Sage Steele because she dropped the truth about Joe Biden. So let's talk about it, guys. Make sure you guys like this video, subscribe to the channel, become a channel member. Member live stream every single Friday. Just starts at $5 per month, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We appreciate the support. So here we go. Look at this, guys. Fox News right here. Keith Olbermann takes shot at Sage Steele after ex-ESPN anchor dishes on 2021 Biden interview. Now, this man, I believe he was getting destroyed for this post that he actually put out on X, because now the post that he actually put out, he has kind of protected it because you can't actually see the comments anymore. I'm pretty sure he was getting destroyed on this thing and he panicked and he didn't allow any more comments on it. Now I went to his X page to see if all the comments were turned off. No, just on this post here. But it says, former ESPN broadcaster Keith Olbermann took a swipe at Sage Steele on social media on Wednesday after Steele revealed her 2021 interview with Beijing Biden was scripted by network executives. Olbermann responded to a headline from Often Announcing on X. And this is the post right here. This is what he said. Of course it was scripted. If it hadn't had been Sage Steele, the dumbest person I've ever worked with in sports and news, couldn't have gotten through it. So he's saying that if it wasn't scripted, Sage Steele couldn't get through it. But Joe Biden was going to be perfectly okay if it wasn't scripted. Nobody believes that, man. Nobody believes that. But look here. He turned off the comments here, man. He turned them off. And I'm pretty sure he's getting destroyed on this because he has 599 likes, 612 reposts, and I'm pretty sure there was a bunch of comments, guys. He was getting destroyed. Wow. Then he says here, Jesus, if this happened to you, you just assume it wasn't being done to protect the network from humiliating it and yourself. Man, this guy is so deranged, man. He said that Sage Steele is the dumbest person you ever work with. I don't believe anybody believes that Sage Steele is dumb. I don't. Now, I know a lot of people believe that Keith Olbermann is dumb because he is. This man is a left-wing lunatic. Now, I guess they do have here some comments that were made before the comments were actually turned off on this post. It says Olbermann pointed to one part of Steele's interview with Fox News Digital, in which she said every single question was scripted, gone over dozens of times by many editors and executives. And then Keith Olbermann says this quote, Jesus, if this happened to you, you just assume it wasn't being done to protect the network from you humiliating it. And yourself, Olbermann wrote, Riley Gaines, who had been the target of Olbermann's ire in the past, defended Steele. Sage has the balls that Keith Olbermann lacks. This picture will be the bane of his existence, Gaines wrote on X. Now, maybe she just did a repost of that. Maybe he just instantly turned it off. I'm not really sure. But man, this man is crazy. This man is really, really crazy, man. He is definitely trying to attack the character of Sage Steele to actually protect, I guess, his Lord and Savior Joe Biden, who is destroying his country, who is getting annihilated in the polls right now. Keith Olbermann, man. What kind of life does this man have? He has no life whatsoever. Sage Steele goes out there, drops the truth, it was scripted, and this man panics and attacks her as the dumbest person he's ever worked with. No. I'm pretty sure if you ask the people over there at ESPN, they're not going to say that Sage Steele is the dumbest person they'll work with. Yeah, this man is a complete and utter lunatic. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.